Hey guys, so I'm looking kind of rough, but it's cool. So, get to my testimony. So, a while back, I was working and I lost my job. So, in the midst of that, I lost my apartment. I almost lost my car, but thanks to my sister-in-law, Melanda, hey, things worked out and I still got my car. But I don't know what y'all's definition of homeless is, but my definition of homeless is not having your own place. So I was homeless. A lot of people didn't know I was homeless. A lot of my family didn't know, and a lot of them will know now. But I was homeless, and my sobriety was being tested on a daily basis. For you guys who don't know, I'm working on 11 years of sobriety from drugs and alcohol, and it's only by the grace of God I'm actually still here. So I lost my job, lost my place, and didn't have nowhere to go. So God opened up some doors, and a good friend let me stay with her, and stayed there for a while and couldn't find a place. And I had got to the point that in June I was moving. I was leaving Ohio. So I prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed and kept going to church. Thank God for Greater Glory Empowerment Temple, a place of refuge, because that place kept me. I don't really think if it was not for Greater Glory, for Pastor Bo and Pastor Lita and everybody at the church, Ronnie and Bridget, Mama Joe, Sherry, everybody, I don't think I'll probably be crazy, for real. But I thank God for keeping my mind. I really thank Him for keeping my mind. Like I said, my sobriety was tested on a regular basis. Like so many times I wanted to give up, but I knew if I did, everything would just be all bad. So I kept praying, kept holding on, kept going to church, kept trying to keep a smile on my face in the midst of all the turmoil, in the midst of all the craziness that was around me. I kept pushing, I kept pressing my way, and I started applying for, even though I was working for the state, I wasn't permanent, so I was intermittent, and I didn't have any benefits. My job was like anytime they can let you go, so I wasn't feeling very comfortable there. So I said to myself, well, in June, if they don't hire me by June, then I'm moving. So in the midst of that, I started looking on the internet on Indeed.com, and that's where I find all my jobs. Indeed.com is really good, you guys. I love Indeed.com. And did an application for food service worker at a correctional facility in Lexington, Kentucky. And then I seen a resident manager's position for Amethyst, working with women and children, and they're all in addiction. I love working with people in addiction. I believe that's my calling. And so I applied for that also. Well, in the midst of that, I'm still praying, and things weren't getting no better, and you know how the drug scene is, and I don't think I haven't had a good night's sleep in forever. Can't even remember the last time I had a good night's sleep. And like I said, my sobriety was being tested on a regular. I mean, when I say regular, it was tested on a regular. And so I'm fighting with everything in me, praying, crying, praying, crying, praying, praying. Lord, got to do something. And I think that last prayer, that desperation, that last prayer, the next day I got a phone call from Amethyst. Me and my niece Aja and my niece Akira, we were at this church on Woodland eating, and I got the call, and they called me and asked me to come in for the interview. So Make a long story short, I am now a resident manager for Amethyst program, working with women and kids in addiction. The ladies are very perceptive. They love me so far. I told them a little bit of my story. I didn't go into detail, but I told them a little bit of my story, and they were like, wow. They were just like really, really, really impressed. And that made me feel good. But the thing about this whole situation was that I was homeless. I didn't have nowhere to go. I didn't have my own place, but God opened up a door, and this job that I have now comes with an apartment, free rent, and free utilities, and they pay me for my services. So God just really, really outdid himself on this, because when I tell y'all, I was at the end of my rope. I mean, I was hanging, dangling with one hand and held the other hand up. Seriously, dangling, and the other hand was up. But God answers prayers, and I'm telling you, if he don't do nothing else, he has done enough. He has done enough. And I am grateful and hopeful, and things are looking better. I'm about to start crying, but I'm going to keep my cool. But God is awesome God, and I just want y'all to know that your prayers, he hears every single prayer. Don't give up. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Help is on the way. If you hold on, I'm telling you, I did not think I really didn't think there was going to be no way out of this. I didn't. But I kept praying. I told God, I woke up one morning, I said, God, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I wasn't supposed to be there. It was too much going on. But now I went from being in a bedroom, eating, watching TV, sleeping, confined to one room, to a 2-bedroom apartment, all my own. God did that for me. He did that for me. And I'm grateful for him. I am grateful to him, because I don't know how much longer I was going to last. I really don't. I do not know how much longer I was going to last in that situation. But he showed up right in the nick of time. So I just want to encourage somebody out there. Don't give up. Keep praying. He hears your prayers. He hears your cries. But you just got to trust him that he's going to make a way. You just got to trust him. And trust me, he will do it. He will do it. He will do it. And for everybody out there that's a family member of somebody that's on drugs and out there in addiction and running rapid in the streets, just keep praying for them. Seriously, keep praying. Because I know there's many people that pray for me. And I am so grateful for those people that kept me covered and prayed up out there. Because I don't know where I would be if it had not been for them. I don't know where I would be if it had not been for the Lord. And everything I've been through, I'm definitely not ashamed of all the drugs I did, all the drinking I've done. I'm definitely not ashamed of it, because if I had not been through all that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I would not be where I'm at today. So I just want to tell y'all that if God can do it for me, he can do it for you. Hold on. Help is on the way.